safety of our food. And here's what they have to say. Nanotechnology is a powerful but novel platform for taking apart and reconstructing nature at the atomic and molecular level with important human and environmental health ramifications. Common food-related products that contain nanotechnology include candies, such as M&M's, Skittles, baby bottles, and plastic storage containers, to name a few. While scientists agree that nanomaterials create novel risks that require new forms of toxicity testing, very little testing and regulation of these new products exists, and consumers have almost no information. So let me just pause right there because this is a powerful point. First of all, they say you and I, the consumers, have little to no information. Maybe you've already heard about nanotechnology and nanomaterials and nanoparticles in your food or laced in your food or being used in the products. Maybe you have and maybe you haven't. But the bottom line, most people are unaware
Safety of
our
the
food.
information.
And here's what they have to say.
want it that
Nanotechnology
way.
is a
Apparently,
powerful
not only
but
that,
novel
but
platform
as they
for
said,
taking
it
apart
requires
and
new forms of
reconstructing nature at
toxicity
the
testing
atomic and
because of the
molecular
way they
level
interact
with all the stuff they're adding them to. However, little to no testing and regulation exist. You got to wonder what's truly going on there. Now, the question that you have to ask is there any health risk to this? And as you're going to see in today's broadcast, there absolutely is. I'm going to show you here. This is according to Westerhoff's lab, recently tested 14 products and found nanomaterials in all of the products, including nanotitanium dioxide in M&Ms. Among the M&Ms and other candies your child might collect, and they're talking about Halloween in this article, there are serious health risks from nanomaterials that U.S. regulatory agencies have not properly examined. According to studies, risk of nanotitanium dioxide include pathological lesions of the liver, the spleen, the kidney, and the brain, lung tumors, right, which they have shown that could be increased in rats, and inflammation, cell necrosis, and dysfunctions in the kidney. So these are the kinds of things that they note are potential. Not only that, but a number of studies also reveal something as well. It says a number of studies show that consumer products, including food contained in products like plastic food containers, actually shed nano silver particles into the environment and have turned up in wastewater and sewage sludge. So, in other words, it is also harmful to our environment, and they're finding it in sewage sludge, I would guess too, because maybe some of it could be flushed out of our body as well. Now, that's just my speculation on that part. But that said, according to the tested products done by that lab research, it could and potentially can cause some risk to some pretty severe things like tumors, kidney issues, brain issues, liver issues, and the whole 9 yards. In fact, let me show you because it really gets into some of the nano materials that are inside here. Here are some of the nanomaterials. Silver is in a lot of it. Titanium dioxide, I believe that was the one nanomaterial that was approved by our FDA. And I think there's a couple. I think that one and silver has been as well, and maybe some more. But you can see gold, ceramic, clay. These are things that they're adding in, right? Now, here's a category of nanotechnology, what they're putting it in. Right here, you can see it's in our foodalizer, cooking and eating products, baby and infant products, our food supply, filtration, the bottled stuff, as well. So you can see all the different things that it is. And FDA approved is this orange there, right there in the middle. FDA approved additives believed to contain nano, and it lists 9 different ones there. Not only that, but here is a sheet, if you will, of, I guess, all the products that contain some of this material, or some of the products. I don't know if it's an exclusive list. You can see Italian cheese blend there, Albertsons, their cookies, their chocolate syrup. You can see this in tap water. You can see this in wafers. You can see chopsticks. You can see whipped cream, Betty Crocker. So all of this is just kind of a list that you can scroll through just so you kind of get an idea. Now, there's one more report that I want to show you, or two more reports that I want to show you regarding this. The first one here is Health and Safety Executive. This is out of the United Kingdom, the government there in the United Kingdom. So you can see understanding the hazards, it says, of nanomaterials. And here's what it states. This is kind of a summary. The scientific community still does not have a good understanding of all the healthy effects likely to arise from exposure to different types of engineered nanomaterials. Knowledge gaps exist in key areas that are essential for predicting health risks, such as routes of exposure, the way nanomaterials are taken up into the body, the way nanomaterials are transported once they're inside the body, and the ways in which the nanomaterials interact with the body's biological system. These are some of the things that they're still observing. They don't know all the information on. Now, that said, there are different ways that they are taking in these nanoparticles. For example, here's one here, inhalation. For inhalation, engineered nanomaterials, the target site most likely to be affected is the lungs. There is evidence that inhaled nanomaterials have the potential to inflate inflammatory responses. However, the factors that determine the severity of the response are not fully understood. In other words, they don't know the long-term health consequences or repeated exposures either. But bottom line here is we don't really know, how much it affects. We just know that it